show last week. 16 carries, 72 yards. Really helped pick this team up as they didn't have Sice in there to really help them in any way. And we're still unsure. We keep hearing whispers of what it could be, but we're still unsure of why Mason Sites is out. But doesn't matter. 3rd and 5 from the 46, 2:46. And I'm not sure if Gooding was trying to get to Bremeyer, but Bremeyer well covered, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Columbian.
I think what that was miscommunication there between Brandenberry and the quarterback Gooding. I think he had the option right there, and the quarterback Gooding wanted to hit him outside on the numbers, and he felt that inside would give him the better option, and the pass just sailed.
Looks like 4th and 5 from the 46. We've got 2:42 left here in the first quarter from Strobel Field. Zeros up on the scoreboard here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Gooding from the shotgun. Rolls to his left, steps up, throws it, incomplete. And it looks like Shane Walker was the intended receiver. Turnover on downs, and the Blue Streaks are going to get it back. Great defensive stop here by Sandusky.
There was nowhere to go with the football, and by the time he decided he wanted to run it, it was too late. Pocket collapsed, and they just kind of had to huck it up there, and it was nowhere near.
So last drive, Sandusky methodically went down the field and knocked a whole bunch of time off here. So time of possession way out of whack as their defense did some great work here to slow down and get the ball back from Tiffin. So if you're the Tiffin defense, you mentioned last time, it might be getting a little tiring as they got to the red zone. What about now?
Absolutely. It's the same thing. I mean, a lot of these guys are playing two ways, and they really do feel it.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 46 as Sandusky comes back out onto the field, and it's number 6, Omar Alejo, who gets the toss, and he's going to be taken down behind the line for a loss.
This Blue Streaks offensive line is getting beat up right now. People are getting blown off spots. They're not quick with their feet at all, no active hands. It's their time off the ball is pretty good, but there's just no fight.
Looking down the offensive line, they've got 3 sophomores down there who are going up against a couple of seniors on the Tiffin side, so maybe experience plays into that a little bit. Got to earn your stripes. 2nd and 13 from the 43-yard line here. Blue Streaks get the ball back after a huge 4th down stop on defense. It's going to be Johnson who works his way across midfield. He's off. 40, 35, still moving as he's hit hard, taken down right at the 34-yard line. Huge 1st down by number 8, Dale Johnson.
The design run, quarterback draw all the way. The pocket collapsed around him, and he had the vision. He was able to step up, bunny hop, and through. Able to make a guy miss there. Right through the middle. Big hit there to end it.
Johnson picking up 20 yards on that one, and looks like it's going to come all the way back because of a silly penalty.
A holding call. I mean, that's a kicker. That hurts for that offense that needed so desperately to make a big play.
Johnson, he had about 20 yards through the air here, and that would have been a huge pick-me-up for their offense. Instead of a nice 1st down, it's 2nd and 13 from the other side of midfield. 1 minute, 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Johnson connects with his receiver, Dante Ship, and he's going to be taken down at the line.
Ship had no time. That ball kind of floated in there. The defense had it read perfectly.
I've noticed Johnson, and I don't know if it's because of the defensive pressure when he's been throwing the ball, he's had several different arm angles, and I'm not sure how that kind of affects things
He's been off balance. He's not able to get his feet underneath him, and a lot of that is due to the pressure. I mean, he's having to make these throws as he's stepping up. He's not able to get through, but he's got to get a lot of horizontal movement in the pocket, try to dance around, and unfortunately he's getting hit a lot.
3rd and 12 from the 44-yard line. We're at 30 seconds here in the first quarter. It's going to be Johnson who tries to set up a screen to Davian Jackson, who's unable to catch it. Incomplete 4th down for the Blue Streaks.
The seniors up front They know when things are just a little bit too easy. They were able to slow themselves up, stay in between the running back and the quarterback, get big, force an errant throw.
So this time the Tiffin defense stopping them right away. It'd be 4th and 12 from the 44. Of course, penalty helped push it back a little bit as Blue Streaks kick it away. It's going to be Russell who catches it. The 26 hit, gets away. He's up to the 30, and he's going to be drugged down at the 31-yard line after a short return here. We get our second look at this Tiffin offense here in a moment. 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from Sandusky Strobel Field. Just kind of a beautiful thing. You can almost see the shoreline off to our left here. The high school is straight ahead. Kind of a beautiful night for high school football.
I think almost is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that sentence.
You know, if the trees weren't there, you would see it. I'm convinced, but it all depends on perspective here, Zach. Let me have my moment as you've got Egbert who takes it up to midfield. First down for Columbian after number 6, Brendon Egbert, with a huge gain.
Well, there's a moment for you, Dom. Nice run off the right side. Big first down gain. Try to flip some, or at least start some momentum as we go into the end of the first quarter.
That's right. First quarter play is over here in Sandusky. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We've got a 0-0 game, Columbian versus Sandusky. We'll be right back in moments.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore RIEHM's famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At RIEHM's Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. From school fields to business fronts, NLS Professional Grounds brings your vision to life with precision field painting, game lines, custom logos, even giant flags, perfect for sports events or standing out in a big way. Crisp, clean, and built to impress. Make your mark. Call NLS Professional Grounds today. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Dropped at the 30-yard line. Solid gain on that second down rush.
Physical on physical. Ship Jr. on the other end of it.
Oh, boy. I could hear that one from up here, Zach.
Pair of hammers, no nails.
Number 21, Brock Cecil, kind of been the workhorse for Columbian since Mason Seitz has been out the last couple of weeks, and he's made the best of his opportunity as he gets a second consecutive carry as he stumbles and bumbles his way forward for a short gain.
Well, you had a helmet go about 20 yards.
Yep. You
Who
can
does
see.
that belong to? It is.
Yeah, you can see Kyrian Arias walking it back up from like the 15-yard line, asking Cecil if he wants it back. Tough man. He's going to have to come out for that one, though. So it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 28. And they're going to toss it to Egbert, rather. And Egbert is, he should have enough for a first down here as he gets around the corner. Yes, indeed. First down, Brendon Egbert.
Lowers the shoulder. Contact from the little guys. Love to see it.
And Egbert listed as just 5'9", 162. So when you say little guys, you kind of mean it. Cecil is 6 foot 184, so there's a little bit of a size difference there. So 1st and 10 after Egbert picks up a big first down for the Tornadoes. 9:37 here in the second quarter. Columbian looking to strike first as Egbert, the intended receiver, unable to bring it in as he had blockers in front of him and some room to run.
That's a really difficult throw to make as a quarterback on screens where you have to keep that furious back pedal going, that real quick back pedal, because you need something to stop yourself and deliver that ball, and off balance and backwards, you can let it sail like he did there.
2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line here for the Tornadoes. Gooding, Brandeberry in the backfield. Gooding throws it. Russell catches it. Pushed out of bounds about 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and short for Columbian. Inside the Reams red zone here, and can't help but think we haven't seen any punting tonight. Well, we saw the Blue Streaks do it on the last one, but Tiffin has not punted yet tonight. I imagine they're going to go for it here if it comes to a 4th down decision. 3rd and 5. See what they come up with. Quarterback keeper, Gooding, hit behind the line, taken down, well short. That'll be a 4th down. So Columbian 0 for 1 on 4th down so far tonight. Let's see what the decision is on this one.
It looked like an inside, like a midline read. Trying to keep the quarterback up the gut, and there's just a wall of Blue Streaks. You do have a great kicker, but it looks like they're leaving the offense out there. All right, you need a play that can get you 5 or 6 yards. We talked about how deadly that wide receiver, that motion coming across that little jet pass.
And we haven't heard a lot about Bremeyer, and that's his specialty right there. So here we go, Gooding looking to the left, not even looking Bremeyer's way as he steps up, throws it in the end zone. Nearly picked off, incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs again. 0 for 2 on 4th for Tiffin, and the Blue Streaks are going to get it back.
Yeah, it might have even been the right decision to just bat that ball down. I mean, that was so underthrown. You know you're going to get it anyway. Who needs interceptions?
Stats look nice, but the field position looks better at the moment. Now, of course, Sandusky, they've done a pretty good job. Dale Johnson's been able to carve out some space here despite having so much pressure here. And some of his playmakers, Ruiz and Ship, have been able to do some things. But Alejo seems to be his go-to man so far on the first 2 drives. So let's see what they come up with. Still zeros. Nobody's scored here. There's no mistake. 8:40 left in the second quarter, and we've got a defensive showdown. And it's going to be Alejo who takes it up to the 25-yard line. Great gain on 1st down for number 6, Omar Alejo.
He got hit down low and up high to end that one. He's not afraid of the contact, though. He's been a physical runner. You know, you think about those kind of elusive bruiser type guys. They have the shimmy and shake, but not afraid to get into it.
Not at all. 2nd and 5 from the 24. You've got Johnson and Alejo in the backfield as Johnson is kind of directing traffic, telling his wide receivers where to go. And the big QB is looking there, and he tucks it, runs, slings it way. Oh, my goodness. That was a unique throw as he kind of threw it from the hip and just moonballed that out of bounds.
Tyler Rogers impersonation. Matthew Stafford, whoever you want to say. That wasn't just sidearm. That was submarine.
I mean, he really didn't have anywhere to go with it as pressure was bearing down on him quite a bit. But that was a unique-looking throw. And we kind of mentioned the different arm angles and the slots that he's been throwing it from. And that one's a new one. So with the incompletion, it's 3rd and 5 from the 24-yard line. Blue Streaks have not gone really anywhere since Alejo had the run. All right, there you go. So it's going to be number 5, Wilfork, who gets the catch. And that's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, it is. That ball got batted up in the air. Still able to make the completion. Get the 1st down.
9 yards on that catch. Yeah, his first catch of the night here. And Johnson, great job getting the ball to him. 7:42 in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line after a big first down pitch and catch to Wilfork. Johnson's going to hand it off. Alejo drugged down by the ankles and then hit by 2 more defenders for a big loss. I mean, Cecil was in there on the action, and it looked like Sante Moore was in there on the action. I didn't catch who got his ankles first, though.
Kay Robinson able to get there first, had him beat dead to rights, and then get those scavengers, come back and finish up the rest.
That's the best way to do it, though. Team tackling. So after the loss, 2nd and 14 from the 29-yard line, 7 minutes left in the second quarter. You want to make sure you stay tuned right here. We're going to have our halftime show coming up in 7 minutes, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. And, of course, we're going to have our band being featured along the way as well, brought to you by Forte Music. While there's a timeout down on the field, we're going to check in with our sponsors here in Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors who have kept us up and going all season long. XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, RIEHM Produce Farm, Joe Bailiff's Route 30, Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, Simonis Detailing, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, and CLOUSE Electric. Thank you very much for sponsoring Heart of Ohio Sports and the Extreme all season long. All right, 2nd and 14 from the 29-yard line after a timeout down on the field. And Johnson has got some work cut out as he has pressure. He throws it, and it looks like he's got his man. That's going to be Ruiz. Incomplete, however. So that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, clean drop there. Out to the flat. That's what he wants back, because that was back into, 3rd and manageable.
All right, we've got Brendon down on the field here. Big 3rd down coming up for the Blue Streaks. Brendon, we had that timeout moments ago. Anything you picking up, you hearing there as you are standing on the Sandusky sideline?
I feel like the play call is really lackadaisical right now. They're getting up to the line with only about 10 seconds to work with. It seems like the plays just aren't coming out fast enough for the offense.
1 second on that clock as Johnson steps up, quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit, wants to throw it, holds on to it, knocked down at the line, no gain. Brendon, you were saying not a lot of time, and literally as you were saying that, the play clock was going down 3, 2, 1. What do you think that's the reason for that?
I'm not sure. There's been a couple of times where they've thrown a formation out there, and they got 4 or 5 guys, all these wide receivers, jumping it back and forth across the line, trying to figure out where they're supposed to be at.
Okay, there you have it, and that might explain why Johnson's got to direct the traffic a little bit. So with that sack, it's 4th and 14 from the 29-yard line. 6 minutes left here in the first half of play. 0-0 from Strobel Field in Sandusky. The punt is up and away. Russell drops it, picks it back up. 45 pushed out at the 47-yard line. Lucky he didn't turn that one away. Give it back to him,
Yeah, muffs it, chases it down. He's able to get his hands secure on it. Man, that's a scary play as a kick returner, a punt returner.
Yeah.
It's just you against the world coming at you,
Yes.
and then you drop it, and you already set yourself up for failure.
When I was in high school, my coach said, "Hey, you want to try this out?" I said, "No, thank you." So he had me blocking the whole time because that is, like you said, a dangerous and lonely world out there as a punt returner. All right, 5:55 here, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line after Russell's return. Gooding tosses it. It's going to be Randaberry, who upended over midfield. Might get a couple yards on that one. 2nd and long and it was Brendon Egbert, number 6, who got the carry.
I got my little placard with the 10 on it like they do in the Olympics. Little somersault action there on the end of the play.
And
Stuck
Egbert,
landing.
yeah, he's kind of like an Army Swiss, like a Swiss Army knife type of guy. I gotta get my analogies correct here, but you see him on
Army
special
Swiss
teams
is an
and
angry
Army Swiss.
cheese.
Yes, there you go, absolutely. Tastes good though. 2nd and 8 is Gooding going deep. Briemeyer's got it. 10-5. Touchdown, Tiffin, as Briemeier gets his first catch, and it's a 49-yard score.
A deep post over the top. Finally, some scoring going on here into the second quarter here. Airing it out over top in stride. Beautiful pass. Gooding making a good throw.
And Briemeier, that was his first target tonight, which is really hard to believe when you consider the league standings. He is 2nd in everything when it comes to catching the ball. And you've got that PAT is up, and I didn't even see. It's good, and we got 7-0. More points coming at you there, Zach. So Tiffin gets the first points of the night. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter of play. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon here at Heart of Ohio Sports. And Tiffin will get the ball back first in the second half. So I'm really anxious to see how this Blue Streak offense is gonna play it here. Their first drive was great. Very slow, methodical, picked up great yardage. Unable to finish, though, and they've been a little scattered since then.
Well, their first drive worked out really well because they were able to do the things that you need to do when your offensive line is a little outmatched. They were able to hit these dink and dunk short throws. That ball is out of the quarterback's hand in a second, not 3 seconds, but bang. You're able to get the ball out. You're able to step up in the pocket and just deliver strikes short, not over the middle of the field. They had screen game was working well. The running game was able to work on these draw plays.
And Ship, he touched it, is going to be a touchback here. So the Sandusky, they got 5 minutes to try to do something with it, and we know they can use up all that clock if they want to, but like you said, how do they get back into that rhythm?
Give your quarterback options, read option, RPO. Give yourself multiple outs on the same play, and hopefully they're just, the one reads, the really simple, all right, he's crashing in, I'm pulling it. All right, he's backing off, I'm going to throw it. Whatever it is, make the defense work and pick your matchups on a one-on-one level.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here. Blue Streaks trail by 7. Flag on the field. It might have been a false start here, Zach, so that could push them back. Yeah, that'll be on Sandusky, their second penalty here of the half, and this one pushes them back, so it'll be 1st and 15 from the 15. Columbian in the lead, 7-0, after we finally get a touchdown around the 5-minute marker. Compliments of Mr. Briemeier on a big 51, and it's intercepted. And it's Egbert, who takes it up to the 10-yard line. Number 6, Brendon Egbert.
Egbert coming down from the safety position. I mean, watch that. They're trying to hit a seam right through the middle. And bang, out of nowhere. Nice little run after catch, too. Set your offense up.
That's huge right there. So Briemeier gets a huge 51 yards, the official yardage on that, 51-yard touchdown catch. And then seconds later, Egbert, interception, sets that offense back up right here at, they're calling it the 12-yard line.
These guys are stepping up in place of Sites, who's out.
And it looks like it's maybe Brendon who got the carry, 6 or 3. It's hard to tell from our view. I think it was, it was Brendon who got that carry, number 3. Short gain, so that'll be 2nd and 6 from the 8-yard line. as Tiffin is looking to score another touchdown here in our Reams Farm red zone. Cecil takes the handoff, puts his shoulder down, hit at the line, might have 2 yards. It should be third down from the 5.
Not a ton of push from your offensive line. Now it's not end goal yet. You still can reset your down. So this is 4-down territory.
And so far, Tiffin's 0-2 on 4th down, so let's see if they can break that nasty little streak and make the most of it and put up some points. So you've got Gooding and Cecil in the backfield here, and Bremeyer on an island on the right. Cecil puts his shoulder down. Is he in? Touchdown! That's right. Number 21, Cecil powers his way in for a 6-yard score. It is now 13-0, Columbian taking control in the second quarter.
Points off of turnovers. You already see it in action. He hit the hole hard, kept his feet going, and able to spin into the end zone for 6.
13-0 pending the PAT. Reese gets it to go. 14-0 Columbian with a 2-score lead over the hometown Sandusky Blue Streaks here on senior night. So just like that, Zach, we're literally talking a 90-second span of time, and what you've got is a Columbian touchdown, and they make the most of that Reams red zone opportunity, punch it in under behind number 21, Brock Cecil.
Things are starting to look good for Columbian. It's been a slugfest of a game, just not able to get anything going really. That interception, the points off of the turnover, that can be huge.
Huge. I was literally going to say, and all of this is possible because number 6, Braden Egbert, picked off Johnson, the best part of the field, the red zone part of the field, your red zone. 3:36 left in the first half of play. Columbian 14, Sandusky 0. All right, coming up at halftime here, we've got our Hope in Fostoria halftime show coming at you, where we'll recap all of tonight's action, take a look around in the area, and then also bring you our Forte music. Marching band performance of the half as the Columbian Marching 120 will make their debut at some point here in the next few minutes. Blue Streaks take it out to the 25-yard line here, so they've got 75 yards to go in 3.5 minutes here, Zach. Tiffin gets the ball back in the second half, so they've got a lot of work to show, and they haven't shown a lot of big plays yet tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Columbian could potentially be up 3 scores in entering the third quarter, entering the second half. I mean, it's not out of the question if you can't put a drive together here.
Let's see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 25. You're going to have Dale Johnson in the backfield. He's motioning Omar Alejo over to his right shoulder. They're going to hand it off to Alejo, and he's got a couple of blockers as he works his way up. A great run by number 6, Omar Alejo, as he's pushed out of bounds just short of the first down marker. 8 yards there for Alejo on that run. Great job by the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, big number 71, Connor Moffitt, leading the way, 6'3". He's listed 230, plays bigger. He's that tackle coming through on the backside as the lead blocker and clearing a path.
Alejo unable to get out of bounds, so the clock is under 3 minutes now. Second and 2 for Sandusky. And might have gotten Tiffin to jump, and they're going to throw a delayed flag here, as it might have been number 21, Brock Cecil, got a little jumpy there at the line.
You saw two actions there. The official had to take a second and process. All right, who moved first? Actually, what did I just see?
Looks like it's going to be against Tiffin, and that'll be a first down for the Blue Streaks, exactly what they want. 1st and 10 from the 37. 2:41 left in the first half. Johnson rolls to his right. He's got pressure. Steps up. Throws it. Got a man open. There it is. He's got Ship. Ship is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Sandusky. Dante Ship taking it. Oh, my goodness. Almost too many yards to count. 63 for the score.
We talked about him pregame. They're finally able to unlock him here with 2:28 left in the first half. I mean, that play was broken. Your offensive line on the right side unable to get a chip on the lead guy on his boot, so it's just a free rusher. So your quarterback has to try to extend that play, and he just hucks it up there. Defensive back over, pursues the ball in play, and Ship, he's got the breakaway speed. You can't give him the ball in space, and well, you see what happens when they do.
And we were just talking about how Sandusky had not shown us any big plays yet this half, and then there comes a huge play as number 2 Dante Ship takes it to the house, 63-yard catch and score. PAT is good, and Zach, we've got a football game as it's now Tiffin 14, Sandusky 7.
That is just what they needed, isn't it?
Absolutely what the doctor ordered, and this is one of those confidence boosters that could really trickle down and help this offense get into a groove and get back to what they started with there in the first quarter.
All right, 2:28 to answer if you're Coach Judd Lutz. You have time to work with, you have timeouts.
Man, we've seen both teams throwing haymakers here in the second quarter, Zach. We had a 51-yard touchdown catch by Bremeyer, and that put Columbian on the board. And then you just got a 63-yard touchdown catch by Ship, who said, hold my soda, check this out.
You know, it kind of feels like a heavyweight fight, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
I like
not
it.
A lot of the technique, but you got these haymakers coming over the top. Who can stay standing?
Yeah, it will be last man standing tonight here. All right, 2 minutes, 28 seconds before halftime. We got to make sure we say it again. Make sure you stay tuned here. We've got our halftime show coming at you in moments. All right, and the marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music. You'll have a chance to see Sandusky a little bit. You'll have the Marching 120, the Tornadoes Marching Band, featuring the Helmstetter duo out there. I'm just putting that out there, a little plug. All right, look for the big horn and the clarinet. All right, here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
That's the name of their family band, the big horn and the clarinet.
Yeah, my wife came up with that. She's like, do you want to play tambourine? I'm like, no. It's like,
what would you have played in the family band?
So I bought a guitar 25 years ago, tried to learn how to play guitar. I still don't know how to play guitar, but I would like to say that maybe I could play guitar. That would be cool.
Do you still have it?
I do have it. It's in my closet upstairs in the house.
Oh, it's not even on display?
Well, like the stand broke, so I can't display it.
Oh.
So it's in the case.
You can lean it against a wall and make people think you're interesting.
Every now and then I'll get it out. Yeah, every now and then I'll get it out and look at it. I'm like, yeah, I could be musical. I'm thinking. Bremeyer, that end around, 45 up to the 48-yard line. First down for Tiffin.
How many yards?
He got first down. 10.
How many yards does that play average coming into this game?
10. There you go.
You see,
it's quiz night. Quiz night here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
When they
9.7 to be exact, Zach.
Well, you know, we round up.
We looked it up.
No, but when they run it well. They keep the defense off balance, and time still rolls on.
Cecil rumbling, stumbling across midfield. About 5 yards on that one. 1 minute, 42 seconds here in the quarter. Left in the half. And Tiffin, just 49 more yards to go.
Clock continues to roll. 1:30.
2nd and 10 from the 49. Gooding going deep. Overthrows Russell, his intended receiver.
Right thought, wrong placement. That ball needed to be on him sooner or thrown with a little bit more angle to it. I think sooner is the right option because over the top you had the safety, number 16, Jarvis Lang, excuse me.
Like Gooding threw a little bit of a laser out there and not really going to fit that in between the defense. So 1 minute, 20 seconds here in the second quarter. Columbian has a 14-7 lead. It is 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. And they are trying to keep this drive alive and possibly walk away with a few points before half. Gooding throws it, overthrows Russell again, incomplete, and that'll be 4th down for Tiffin as they kind of squandered an opportunity.
Yeah, 2 plays in a row. They're trying to force kind of tough throws. Gooding didn't really have the touch on either of them. It felt like you were moving after that one play, 1st down. You're able to get it rolling. You run up the left side. That's a big chunk play, and now you're midfield giving the ball back with 1:15 left. Briemeyer,
your most electric wide receiver, really just 1 target, and then he got a carry. So he's only had 2 touches tonight, which seems a little surprising to me, as they had back-to-back Russell passes on that last one, as the punt goes inside the 20-yard line. Right around the 12 is what we'll call it here, and that's where Sandusky's going to come back out with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the half.
Favorable roll. Now your defense is buckled down here. 1 minute, 4 seconds left to play here in the first half. Play the sidelines, keep them in bounds. Don't let them get over top. You can give up that underneath.
Of course, it was Dale Johnson connecting with number 2 Dante Shipp for a huge touchdown score on their last drive. And let's see if that duo can link up again on this one and do some damage against this Tiffin defense, which otherwise has looked fairly good tonight. Here we go. Johnson steps into it, passes, knocked up by Shipp, but I think they got it as it was number 12, Howell, rather, who I think dove and caught it. 48 seconds, trying to get this hurry up going, and a little confusion down there. 40 seconds. That play clock down to 20 seconds. Johnson steps up. Flag is on the field, going deep. Shipp, the intended receiver, overthrown. Let's see what the flag is. Maybe we can go down to Braden, and he can tell us a little bit about what he's seeing there on the sideline. Braden, what are you seeing there with the play call, the flag, the whole shebang?
So like I said earlier, there's a lot of miscommunication and people not knowing the formations. I mean, they got that ball back to the line with 55 seconds left, and we were able to hike that ball until about 32 or 33. That's a big gap of them 20 seconds. Those are very valuable. It's going to come down and score on this.
All right, 2nd and 9. 28 seconds left in the half. Braden there from our sideline. He's on the Sandusky sideline here as getting all the insights. And there you go. We got it wide open as it's number 3, Ruiz, who's going to take it to the house from 87 yards out. And oh my goodness, we say they don't have big play, and there's their second big play. Field in Sandusky. And this, Zach, this goes back to Tiffin, who really had a wasted opportunity at midfield, and boy, did Sandusky just make them pay in a big way.
In the last 3 minutes, we were talking about Columbian potentially going up 21-0 going in half. Look at us now. We're talking about we're tied.
Yeah. And goodness gracious, it's Dale Johnson is just, he's got a lot of those off-schedule plays, but when you see stuff like that, you just got to get excited if you're a Blue Streak fan. Goodness. 63-yard catch, 87-yard catch, and just like that, Tiffin's 14-0 lead is wiped away as Sandusky has scored 14 consecutive in a matter of 2 minutes. Oof, man. I wonder what you're going to say at halftime if you're Judd Lutz there, Zach.
Hey, there's a reason I'm not having to give that conversation.
Goodness.
Look, it could be worse, not the end of the world.
Sure.
But, I mean, 2 huge plays on defense that were preventable.
You got it. And a kick it on the ground, and it's going to be number 6, Egbert, who takes it to the 40-yard line. 11 seconds left in the half. Make sure you stay tuned right here. We've got our halftime show coming at you in moments, featuring the marching band performance of the night, the Marching 120, the Tiffin-Columbian Tornado Marching Band, brought to you by Forte Music here at Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. I mean, we've had an excellent first half of football here, a lot of defense, but we've also gotten our fair share of offense and big plays. This has been an exciting one so far.
It started slow, but then it caught up in a hurry.
14-14, all knotted up as Tiffin is willing to kneel on it and just go into the halftime and regroup as they'll get the ball back here first in the second half. So that's it. Halftime from Strobel Field in Sandusky. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon on the call. It's tied at 14. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Come back in a moment for our halftime show.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At YANICH Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YANICHOralSurgery.com.
The one thing that we love more than the roar of a Harley-Davidson is the roar of the crowd on game day. That's why Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson is proud to partner with the Bowling Green State University Falcons and be the official bike to lead the team onto the field. Don't forget to ride out to your favorite tailgate this season and cheer on the Falcons to victory. We'll catch you on down the road at Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Walk in, ride out.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse.
From their fields to your table, Reams Produce Farm's year-round custom produce boxes bring farm fresh flavor right to your table. Veggies, meats, eggs, and more. Taste the difference of truly local. Reams Produce Farm, where fun grows. Order today at funacres.net.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by CLOUSE Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call CLOUSE Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at CLOUSEConstruction.com.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here from Strobel Field from Sandusky, Ohio. Dominic Helmstetter, Zack, Dillon. It is halftime, and we've got a knotted-up game, 14-14, as Columbian, Sandusky traded blows there at the end of the second quarter. And we want to make sure we come back to things, kind of review a little bit for you. So our player of the spotlight coming into tonight, we had for Columbian, and I keep an eye on Logan Gooding, who was 69 of 115, nearly 1,000 yards, and leading the league with 10 touchdown passes, and he's had a pretty good game tonight as well.
He's had an okay game for sure. He's 6 for 13. He's got a sub 50% completion percentage. He's thrown for 94 yards. He does have a 49-yard touchdown to his name, but across the field, Dale Johnson in the passing game looks Well, they're certainly more aggressive, and he's connecting more often. He's 10 for 18, does have an interception, almost 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And we were talking about it in the break, those long touchdown passes they hide some of those inaccuracies, they hide some of those numbers. So apart from those 2 throws, the quarterback competition has looked kind of equal. So both guys have room for improvement.
VICEK Orthodontics bringing you our player spotlights, and coming in tonight, Sandusky, they got a big play threat, Dante Ship, and he had a huge 87-yard touchdown in the second quarter that kind of blew things open for the Blue Streaks.
He's been the offense tonight. 3 receptions, 147 yards, 2 tutties, 87 is his longest. And he's balling out on defense too. He's had some hard hits tonight. He's had some good coverage all over the field like we knew he would be.
VICEK Orthodontics, proud supporter of Heart of Ohio Sports, bringing you those player spotlights here for the first half of play. And we are moments away here, ladies and gentlemen, from our second half of play. Columbian, they're going to get the football back first here. And we kind of mentioned they spoiled a golden opportunity, which actually led to Sandusky scoring some points there with 2 minutes left before the half. So you see, here they come out. And Columbian going to have decent field position as they keep powering their way forward up to the 40-yard line. And we'll have a chance to see Logan Gooding in this Tornadoes offense here in the second half. Gooding coming into tonight, leading the league in touchdown passes, picked up another one tonight. And you said a little inconsistent when you look outside of that big score. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Columbian Tornadoes. Bremeyer in motion. Gooding looking to his right, throwing, and he's got his man right there. It's number 3, Dillon Brandeberry, and he's going to be knocked down at the 10-yard line. Brandeberry with a huge gain on 1st down.
That's how you beat cover 2 over the middle. Split the safeties, looked great. Had Bremeyer in motion to see what kind of defense they were in. Saw it was zone coverage. You actually had him out to the flat for the easier completion. Right in the middle, Garrett, the money.
How's that for efficiency, Mr. Dillon?
1 for 1.
One
beautiful.
for 1. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line with our real, oh goodness. I was about to say our Reams red zone as that Blue Streak defense just lit up number 21, Brock Seisel. Whoa, man.
That was a beautiful hit. Take a look here on a replay.
Poof.
Powers through the man.
Looked like it's Donovan Gant, the linebacker, all a 6'4", 245 coming at you.
Yeah, look who he's going up against. It was Nevin Newman. That's not a big boy, and he was overpowered.
Seisel inside the 10. He's got a little room, pushes his way forward. Looks like he stopped just short as he wanted the touchdown, unable to get it. That might be enough for a 1st down, though. First down, Columbian, after a huge gain by number 21, Brock Seisel.
Yeah, 1st and goal, you're able to deliver the huge hit to prevent the touchdown, but, I mean, he was able to hit the second level basically untouched.
Yeah, the big fella comes galloping at you, and you got to watch out. So 1st and goal from the 1-yard line here for the Tornadoes as they're looking to put up the first points of the second half and regain the lead. Bremeyer in motion. It's going to be Seisel hit behind the line. Did he get it? Touchdown, Tornadoes. Yes, indeed. Number 21 spun his way in. Tornadoes score again. It is now 20-14.
Beautiful first drive out of the half from Judd Lutz's crew. Through the air, they got it done. The running game, the offensive line looked pretty good. Sometimes all it takes is those little halftime adjustments.
PAT's up and good. Reese does his job. It is now 21-14. Columbian retakes the lead here early in the third quarter after a huge run by number 21. Seisel picking up his 2nd score of the night. Looked good doing it, and just like that, they made quick work of it, Zach.
taking a look at the season stats this year from Siesel. Coming into this one, he was averaging not even 20 yards a game, not quite 3.5 yards per attempt.
Siesel had 23 yards in the first half, and then he picked up a few yards here on this one, along with that touchdown. So Siesel's got 2, Briemeyer's got 1. That's where your 21's coming from here for the Tornadoes. They've got a 21-14 lead over Sandusky, but it was Sandusky that kind of got the last laugh before halftime as they put up a huge pitch and catch to Ship for an 87-yard score. So those big plays is something that hopefully Judd Lutz was able to address during halftime.
Yeah, they need to come out here and answer. Respond to that touchdown drive with one of their own.
Kick is up and away. Looks like it's going to be Ship who's going to be taken down right at the 22-yard line. So we'll have our first look at this Blue Streak offense here in the second half, and a guy to keep an eye on. You were talking about him, number 8, Dale Johnson, kind of the dual threat quarterback, doing a little bit of everything. A couple touchdown scores in the first half.
Yeah, they need to give him time to make his magic. That offensive line, we talked about experience earlier in the game. They need to buckle down. They need to give him some time, really dig in and just battle.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line after the return. Tiffin's got a 21-14 lead here, as it's going to be number 6, Alejo, who gets a couple yards on that first down carry.
It was the last man on the line of scrimmage that was able to bring him down. They had one more to beat, couldn't get it done. And instead of a 7-yard gain, the deeper gain, they only get it, well, not quite to the 24.
Alejo he had 8 carries, 13 yards in the first half, according to the stats we've got here. Johnson rolls out to his left. He's going to tuck it and run. Quarterback keeper up to the 25-yard line, taken down well short of that first down marker. Long 3rd down coming up for the Blue Streaks.
Not sure if that was a designed run or not, or if Johnson just decided that he needed to take off.
And Braden had mentioned there before halftime that there's a little miscommunication down on the field. I'm not sure if you saw anything again down there, a miscommunication, or was that designed?
It looked like he just had to get up out of there. The edges collapsed and just had to get up out of there and hope he can make some yardage out of that.
3rd and 7 from the 25. Johnson rolls to his right, throws it. And it's going to be Ship who catches it, but not close to the first down marker. 4th down for the Blue Streaks.
There was no time again. I can't even get it out.
Yeah.
That's how much I want to feel for this offensive coordinating staff. The offensive staff here, just nothing's going. You're on a boot. The guy on the farthest end of the line of scrimmage hunts you down. No chip, no anything. There was good coverage on the back end. Just nowhere to go. That play broken.
8 minutes, 14 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Columbian with a 21-14 lead after a big drive and score by Brock Siesel. They're going to get it back here as Briemeyer gets it. 45, he's got a little room. He's going to be tripped up, taken down around midfield, and we'll get another look at this Tornado offense, who looked pretty good out of the gate here to start the 3rd quarter. Make sure you stay tuned here. Sometime during the 3rd quarter, we're going to have our producer, Jacob's going to come on, and he's got some big news for our fan of the game, as he's been hunting high and low for the lucky individual who's going to be recognized here at Heart of Ohio Sports. So make sure you stay tuned, and something to look forward to here. Be coming out here in a moment.
Dude, I'm excited.
They got some great shots there. I love seeing the way people have been watching the games here as Gooding chucks it, intercepted, Ship. Yep, intercepted just like that. Number 2, Dante Ship. He's got a touchdown and a pick now, Zach.
Tell you what, that's the 4-letter word Gooding was thinking of. S-H-I-P, well, 5-letter. S-H-I-P-P in Ship there. Overthrown. And Ship's already a wide receiver. He's got the hands. He's got the vision. He read that Caught it right in the breadbasket.
And it was the toss to Egbert, and Egbert passing the ball, intercepted. So Sandusky gets the ball 1st and 10 from the, we'll call it the 25-yard line here, as Ship able to get them the ball back immediately. And let's see what they can do. Try to take advantage and make the most of it. Of course, taking advantage of turnovers is what Columbian did in the first half, getting 7 points off of their pick. Johnson hands it off. Alejo right up the middle. Short gain, 2nd and long for Sandusky.
All right, so we have our YANICH fan of the game here, and our sideline reporter, Brendon Blott, found these 2 lucky fans for our fan of the game. Dressed up, they get our creature feature cape you can see there around the neck. And congratulations to them. They're our YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants fan of the game. That is Owen Hickey is his name.
Brandon, what can you tell us about these guys?
I mean, they were running around, jumping as soon as they saw me. I've been kind of looking across the field, trying to see who's over there, giving the most spirit, and it looks like them guys have just been jumping around, having a good time the entire game.
That's what matters.
There you have it, our fan of the game, brought to you by YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Thank you for supporting Heart of Ohio Sports and the Extreme all season long. Moments ago, Johnson, incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 26-yard line. We're down to the 6:48 here in the 3rd quarter, and the interception that Ship got moments ago, they got to try to do something with it. That's the best way to put it here. All right, Johnson and I believe Alejo in the backfield. Johnson, pressure again, gets away, throws it. He's got Ship again. 1st down, Blue Streaks. Goodness. Gosh, Johnson just looks so natural on the run as he throws it, and Ship just out of nowhere shows up with the ball.
He found the soft spot in the zone coverage, able to hunker down, evade the pressure, step up in the pocket, on the run off the back foot.
And Ship appeared to roll his ankle there as he's taken down to the ground. Why don't we take a short break here from Strobel Field in Sandusky, Columbian 21, Sandusky 14. We'll be right back after an injury on the field.
At VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today.
Welcome back, Strobel Field in Sandusky. We had to check on the injured player down there. It was number 2, Dante Ship. He was able to walk off the field under his own power. We can kind of see him on the sideline stretching things out. Hopefully we'll have a chance to see a dynamic young man back out there on the field as he's just been lighting things up.
We might need Braden to go down there, track him down.
Alejo gets the grab. So let's go down to Braden. And Braden, what can you tell us about number 2, Dante Ship, down there on the sideline?
It looks like he's just getting some cramping. I mean, I think the last 3 offensive drives, he's been running up and down the field every play. Then going into that halftime, he's got that big play. Legs are just getting a little cramped. I think he's going to be all right.
That's what we like to hear right down there. So 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line after Alejo stopped. After picking up 1 yard. Johnson going to give it to Alejo. Hit hard and knocked backwards. Goodness gracious. Oh, number 28, Arias, Jace Arias with the smash.
Take a look at the replay. Untouched. In between the pulling guards. And
boom.
Oh, really? The offensive lineman, who was it there? Was it Camarion Hunter? Looks like slipped off of his assignment, and that's what's going to happen.
3rd and 10 after a huge hit by Arias. 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Columbian's defense trying to hold on against Johnson and the boys. Johnson going deep. They've got it. Touchdown Sandusky, as Wilfork gets his big score of the day, 47 yards, and this one's going to be all tied up.
Amaj Wilfork, 6'3",
Oof.
junior, going
Big
up
fella.
there, big strong hands. Take a look at the replay. One-on-one down the field, step up into it. He had a step. Great hands, reel it in. His catches tonight have been impressive. He had that diving effort on the batted ball earlier in the game. Huge touchdown here to even up the score.
Zack, I think my favorite part was to watch him come out of the end zone and celebrate with his teammates, and so much fun to watch there. PAT is no good, so the score is going to be 21-20 after Wilfork gets a huge 47-yard touchdown catch.
Back and forth that these two teams are doing. I mean, a missed field goal could very much come back into play.
So that one missing PAT is the difference in tonight's game, as we've got one heck of a contest. And really, Zach, this all started up with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. They exchanged long touchdowns, went into halftime, and here we have them doing it again.
Yeah, Columbian able to put up some chunk plays early. They were coasting, and then Sandusky just able to creep back into it, go into halftime. All knotted up. Coming out of halftime, both coaches obviously saw things that they could improve and exploiting the defenses.
And, of course, all of this possible because number 2, Dante Ship, the sophomore, intercepted Egbert, got them the ball back. 3 minutes later, they've got 6 points to show for it. And we've seen both teams take advantage of those turnovers. Both teams scored touchdowns off of turnovers, so this is going to be a close one. Oof, what a game here from Strobel Field. And this is the kind of football that we love to have on Friday night. So pressure's on Tiffin right now. They've got to respond after turning the ball over, and that was one of the things that we said in our pregame for our UIS keys to the game. Who can hold on to the ball, make the least number of mistakes? So it's going to be Egbert who takes the return up to about the 32-yard line, and we'll have another chance to see this Tiffin offense.
First, we'll give you some score updates from around the county. Seneca East up 27-7 over Upper, that game in the third quarter, Upper Sandusky. Mohawk all over Buckeye Central, 35-0. Colonel Crawford, 27-0 over Bucyrus. That Gibsonburg Calvert game got ugly, 36-0.
Oh.
The Golden Bears on top there. Cary handling business versus Winford.
It's Dillon Brandeberry, first down run and more for the Tornadoes.
I'm going through the scores, and we're getting huge runs.
There's a flag. It might be coming back. There's a flag on the field right around where Brandeberry ended his run. So the flag's at the 47. Brandeberry ended his run around the 50-yard line. So let's see what happened on this one.
Hey, our last score over on the A streams, Hopewell Loudon all up over the Lakota Raiders, 28-0. Go check that game out.
So penalty is on Tiffin. That negates a little bit of Brandeberry's huge gain. That's the Tornadoes' second penalty tonight. So now it's going to be 1st and 6 from the 37-yard line here. And it's going to be, I believe it was Cecil, number 21, Brock Cecil, getting that carry. First down for Tiffin. First and 10 from the 45-yard line here for the Tornadoes as they're trying to respond after the Blue Streaks scored a huge touchdown moments ago. And they're going to give, I believe, Cecil 1 yard on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Tiffin.
Judd Lutz continuing to lean on this run game.
And, you know, Zach, that's something that he said every time we talk to him before the game. He always says we need to establish the run first in order to set up passing lanes and be able to get people like Bremeyer involved through the air. He's had one target through the air. It was a touchdown, by the way, 47 yards. So it works. And it's going to be number 3, Dillon Brandeberry, who takes it across midfield for a nice gain on second down.
The same kind of jet motion that we saw earlier work out in Columbian's favor. This one gets him about 4. Motion Brandeberry from the slot from the right to the left. Little pop pass. Able to make one man miss a diving effort. Now it's 3rd and medium. Got to convert.
3rd and 5 from the 50. Gooding and Egbert in the backfield. .240 here in the 3rd quarter. Columbian with a 1-point lead. Gooding rolls to his right, throws it, and he's got Brandeberry, who's going to be upended, taken down, first down for Tiffin.
I don't want to say he gave up on that too early, but Desarius Russell at the bottom of your screen, he had 2 or 3 steps on the defender. Take a look here on the instant replay if we'll get it. Oh, it was a nice move. The play was away. He's able to move the sticks, though, so he can't be too upset.
1st and 10 as Columbians across midfield, and they're going to hand it off. And Blue Streaks are all over it. Flag on the field again.
Yeah, this one's going to go on Russell. A little bit too physical there at the end of the play. I mean, it was holding pretty clearly right in front of the official.
That'll be Tiffin's 3rd penalty.
Amaj Wilfork there on the receiving end.
Russell, the sophomore wide receiver. Limited opportunities out there, so you want to take full advantage when you do get those chances. And unfortunately, he had a penalty there. So 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line after the penalty pushes him back. Actually, it's going to be, well, it says first down on the field, so 1st and 20. So the scoreboard's just a little off. That's okay. But long ways to go here for the Tornadoes. Gooding hands it off to Cecil. Cecil hit at the line, nowhere to go as he is buried at the 45-yard line.
First and forever, you're hoping that run will come unexpectedly. It did not.
So I believe the official spotting is 2nd and 18 from the 45 right now. That's what we're hearing in the background, which is really helpful for us. Tiffin a long way to go after a couple of penalties, kind of pushed him back. And Gooding rolling to his left as he has pressure, steps up, hit hard, gets away, but wrapped up by 2 other defenders. Taken down for the sack.
You see Judd Lutz going nuts on the sideline looking for the face mask. Right here. You can see him get yanked around. Is that from the horse collar area? Is that from the face mask? Officials saying no. Clean pad.
Gooding nowhere to go, hit multiple times behind the line, drugged down to the ground for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 18 for Tiffin right at midfield. 22 is the official spot. And let's see what they can dial up. 20 seconds here. Gooding, quick throw. It looks like Russell, he's got some space, slips and falls. Russell, he had a little space to go if he was able to keep his feet under him. Unfortunately, it's going to be 4th and short here for Tiffin. So after that pass, we've got a big 4th down coming up to you to start the 4th quarter. It is Columbian 21, Sandusky 20. Come right back here to see how it ends.
Hey folks, Baby Voice here, and you're watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore RIEHM's famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard Fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At RIEHM's Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. At UIS Insurance and Investments, we're committed to protecting what matters most. That's why we partner with Auto Owners Insurance, offering reliable coverage and personalized service from people you can trust. UIS and Auto Owners Insurance, working together to keep you covered no matter what life throws your way. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports from Strobel Field in Sandusky, Ohio. Columbian has a 21-20 lead as we enter the fourth quarter, and we've got a huge fourth down coming up here as Tiffin needs to respond, and Gooding from the shotgun throws it incomplete. I believe it was, is that 13? I can't see. Is it? No, 17. Bremeyer, the intended receiver. So that'll be a turnover on downs, and Sandusky gets the ball back.
It was a comeback on the right side, one-on-one. It hit him in the hands. It's a drop that, man, that's one you'd like to have back.
That's only Bremeyer's second target of the night. First one went for a touchdown. This one incomplete. And it's a big one because it was a fourth down incompletion. So they turn it over. And Tiffin, I believe, is 0 for 3 in fourth down conversions tonight. Not the way you want to do it, but they do have a 1-point lead. And but it's fourth quarter time, and we've seen huge plays out of the Sandusky offense. So it's something you got to keep an eye on. Johnson rolls to his right, nowhere to go. Off, he just throws it away, and Tiffin's got it. And Blake Miller, is he going to take it all the way? Touchdown Tiffin as number 9 Blake Miller intercepts Johnson and takes it in for the pick 6 score.
How about an offense can't come up with a big play? How about the defense? Pick 6 there, read it again perfectly. Just undercuts the route. I had not much to read there. That's one of the easier interceptions you're going to see. No one else in the area, and that lofted up trying to get out of the sack. It's the second time that kind of throw has come back to bite the Blue Streaks.
And that's his second interception of the evening, and really an ill-advised throw as he was under pressure the entire time and had no receiver in the area. So right now it's 27-20. Columbian has a 7-point lead. The PAT up, and it is good. That means it'll be 28-20. Columbian with the 8-point lead after it's number 9, Blake Miller, who intercepts Johnson and takes it to the house. I want to take a moment, thank all of our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports for keeping us on the air all season long, starting with XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, RIEHM's Produce Farm, Joe Bailiff Route 30, Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, Simonis Detailing, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edwards Jones offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, and CLOUSE Electric, all proud sponsors of Heart of Ohio Sports here on the Extreme. Dominic Helmstetter, Zack, Dillon, we've got an excellent game here. It's fourth quarter from Sandusky, and Columbian just scored and has a 28-20 lead over the hometown Blue Streaks on their senior night. A lot of excitement and energy here in the stadium for good reason. It's been an outstanding matchup, but a lot of families in here, a lot of students. We had our fans of the game brought to you in the third quarter. It's just been a great atmosphere for football here on Friday night.
Senior night will do that to you, man. It's one of the best nights of the season. Play in front of your home crowd. Everybody gets a little recognition. You know, it's your first moment of your senior year that you really get to kind of take stock of the last 4 years, and the big transition is coming, and it's just all that much more for the tension.
Fourth quarter, plenty of time. One score game. Blue Streaks, see how they rebound. Johnson, quarterback keeper all the way, taken down from behind, right around the 20-yard line. Flag flying in, as it was number 72, Luke Kirshner, who had the tackle.
Tell you what, Braden Egbert must be just a pest to play against. He's been getting into it. It always is you don't want to say the instigator because he's not the one getting flagged, but he's able to get under the opponent's skin.
Looks like this foul's going to go against Sandusky. That's their third penalty of the night, and it's going to be a costly one as they are getting all so close to that end zone. And this Columbian defense, if there's one thing that we've seen a few times throughout the year, it's when they are down in this type of territory, they're going to pin their ears back and come after you. Second and 20 after the penalty from the 10-yard line. Johnson from the shotgun. Pressure. Gets around one defender. Throws it, and it's going to be number 5, Wilfork, who catches it. Of course, he had the long touchdown a few minutes ago at the end of the third quarter.
I believe he's got 3 catches. All 3 have been impressive. He bails out his quarterback there. That ball thrown way behind him.
Listed at 6'3", 185. He's got some range. So 10 yards on Wilfork's reception. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Johnson, pressure again, throws it quick, wide open. He's got his target, Alejo, pushed out of bounds. First down for Sandusky.
Big hit there delivered by the junior, Deontay Moore, at the end of that play. But man coverage, they brought the house. Good job by the quarterback, able to stay in the pocket and deliver a strike.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 38 here for Sandusky. They're down 8 points. They need a score and a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. And that missed PAT could loom large as Arias comes untouched right in the face of Johnson. Incomplete pass as number 6, Omar Alejo, the intended receiver, unable to bring it in. And we've seen that a couple times here. Defenders untouched just coming in at Johnson, and he's forced to get rid of it quick. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun, going to hand it off. He's got some moves. That's number 24, Jackson. Davian Jackson taking it up close to that first down marker.
A 2nd and long, it's kind of a play action count. That's what you're thinking for the defense, so they're giving up a little bit of that soft underneath stuff, and the run came unexpected. Blocking was there.
Jackson brings it up 3rd and 1 from the 47 after an excellent run. He's going to get another carry as his reward, and he busts it loose, 35-30. He's still moving, 20. And he's going to be taken down at the 20. Huge gain by Davian Jackson.
Yeah, what a strong runner. I mean, he had crazy acceleration, hit the hole really hard, and then even with a defender grabbing his jersey, he's able to power through. Look at that. He just one cut and go, shakes off one defender. Getting dragged down, no thank you. Still going, inside the 20.
And Jackson gets his 3rd consecutive carry after he's getting something going here for this Blue Streak offense.
The run game can snowball. Absolutely. You can run on these guys and really get some momentum going. That helps the offensive line. That defense gets gassed a little bit quicker when the big bodies are leaning on you.
2nd and 7 from the 19-yard line after 3 consecutive rushes by number 24, Davian Jackson. Make that 4 consecutive as he gets it again right up to the 17-yard line. Short gain, so that'll bring up 3rd down for the Blue Streaks. They're inside the RIEHM's red zone here, and they need a score. They've got 8 minutes, 57 seconds left in the football game, down 8 points. This might be the best opportunity they have to come away with something. You never know how many more chances you'll get. 3rd and 5. Jackson looking to his left, throws it, dropped it. Wilfork had it, dropped it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He's been reliable tonight. I think the read there was Terrell Ruiz. He ran a fade. Looked like he was past the defense. If you were able to float that ball to that S in Sandusky right over the top, I think you had 6.
So looks like we might have a timeout down on the field. So let's take a short break here at Heart of Ohio Sports. 28-20, Columbian in the lead, but Sandusky has a huge 4th down coming up in the red zone.
At VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today.
And put the Frosties up there.
Frost.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports from Strobel Field in Sandusky. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's Friday Night Frosties. They're here thanks to Heart of Ohio Sports and Wendy's. Show your game ticket by Monday. Either print your online ticket or bring in your ticket stub and score a free small Frosty with a purchase. That's Friday Night Frosties by Wendy's and Heart of Ohio Sports. 4th and 15, 4th and 5 from the 17. And Sandusky, Johnson throws it, and Wilfork was laying on the ground as he was trying to catch it. It'll be incomplete, and they're going to turn the ball over.
Oh, man, one more time in a row. Terrell Ruiz, he was open. He was running towards that back pylon. He had a step right here. You can see at the top of your screen, that was the read that you needed to make. That was the throw that you needed to make. The quarterback didn't see it.
So Sandusky spoils a red zone opportunity, turns it over here after failing to convert on 4th down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 17. They're going to have to rely on their defense here to come up with a huge stop. That way they have one more chance at least to get some points and tie this thing up. They've got a 1-score game, trying to keep it that way. Gooding hands it off, and nowhere to go for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, you're going to get a steady diet of run game here on this drive. Try to bleed that clock. You're up 8.
They're going to use the big boy, number 21, Brock Cecil, as he may have gotten a yard on that one, Zach.
Yeah, you know who I want to see get involved is Gooding in the run game. He came into this game as the team's 2nd leading rusher. He's run the ball quite a bit this season. He does it well. Haven't seen that at all tonight. Maybe that's because Seitz isn't there, so they don't feel like that's as safe a play, or they're thinking of it.
Bremeyer, end around, gets it. He's working his way up, 20, pushed out of bounds right around the 21-yard line, I think it is. Last time we saw Bremeyer, he got 10. This time he only gets about 4.
And the defense did a good job washing that out. Anytime you get these kind of stretch blocking plays, the jet play coming around, end around, whatever it is, as a defense, you're trying to ride that all the way to the sideline, not allow any cutback lane. Kind of like a big net, big wave coming across the formation.
Huge 3rd down for this Sandusky defense as they need to stop Tiffin now. 7:46 left in the game. Gooding looking to pass, going deep. Bremeyer overthrew him. He had it. Bremeyer had a step on the defender, but Gooding unable to connect, and it'll be 4th down for Tiffin.
A beautiful post route. We saw it before. That was that big touchdown. It was the same play over the middle, had the step, that ball not where it needed to be.
And they had the look they wanted, they had the play they wanted, they had the right guy, and they just could not execute. So 4th and 7 coming up as Tiffin's going to be forced to punt the ball away. And the Blue Streaks, great defensive stand. You're going to get another opportunity to try to tie this ball game.
Yeah, in Columbian, that's not what you want to see in a drive at this position. You're not able to bleed out much clock, not even a minute off the clock from when the drive first started.
It's going to be number 3, Terrell Ruiz, who's back to get the punt. Punt short, going to go out of bounds. So Sandusky's going to have excellent field position after this strong defensive stop.
Yeah, good stand. Now your offense needs to go out there and do something.
And last time they showed they can pick up some yardage and they can get it inside the red zone, but they were not able to execute on 2 consecutive plays and came away with no points. So I think the debate, at least what we're hearing up here in the booth, is where did the ball actually go out of bounds on that punt? We can see the Sandusky coaches, they're kind of clapping because guess what? They're saying the ball went out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, they moved that way up.
So that is that's a punt of what, 10 yards maybe,
8.
give or take? 8 yards officially. Okay, there you have it. Flag on the field. So after the 8-yard punt, flag on the field, and this one might be on Sandusky, which will push them back. I don't know that we've seen an 8-yard punt yet this season, guys. It's a short one. I think I could do that. I know I can do that.
Feel confident?
I feel very confident, okay? Put me out there. Put $250,000 on the line. I'll give you 9 yards. I guarantee it.
Is there a pass rush? Is there a punt rush?
You know, I'm old, feeble. I don't want to blow a knee out, so
we'll adds to the pressure. That's
okay,
what you need to get done.
If you give me the money, definitely. Bring it on.
I got 50 cents.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Going to dump it off, and it's going to be number 24, Davian Jackson, who's going to be taken down right where he catches it. Lost on the play, and he's slow to come back up.
Taken down. How about planted? Dillon Brandon lowered his shoulder, and he's still down.
I think it might have had the wind knocked out of him, Zach. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. That was a hard hit there at the end of the play. It's Davion Jackson, it looks like.
It's Friday Night Frosties. They're here thanks to Heart of Ohio Sports and Wendy's. Show your game ticket by Monday. Either print your online ticket or bring in your ticket stub and score a free small Frosty with purchase. That's right, Friday Night Frosties by Wendy's and Heart of Ohio Sports. Got an injured player down on the field as number 24, Davian Jackson, took a hard hit, and I think he just might have knocked the wind out of himself. Brandon, what did you see down there on the sideline?
I saw the same thing you guys saw. That was just a big hit. That's a tough spot as that running back coming out of the backfield. They got that linebacker coming down, just crashing on you, laying a big hit on you. You just got to come back over here and catch your breath after that.
1st and 20. It'll be 2nd and 20 after a huge loss and an injury timeout. So 7 minutes here left in the game, and Sandusky has an 8-point deficit that they need to make up. Johnson from the shotgun, steps up, running it, throwing it, and oh, he had someone wide open as number 12, Keelan Howell, had a step. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, they showed pressure, drop back. Cover 3. The receiver was in stride. He was able to get past the defender. That throw just not where it needed to be.
Sandusky, they've had several opportunities down here on this side of the field in the 4th quarter, just not able to get it going. 28-20, Columbian with an 8-point lead right now. 6:49 left in tonight's football game. Johnson, 3rd and long, throwing deep. And it's incomplete as number 5, Wilfork, the intended receiver, just wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a double move. Not fooled at all was the DB, Ciante Moore.
We're 6.5 minutes away here. You guys want to make sure you stay tuned. We've got our post-game show coming up to you. We've got to pick out our player of the game. Of course, our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers. So make sure you stick around for that post-game show to find out who the player of the game is going to be. Huge 4th down coming up here for Sandusky. 4th and 20, to be exact. So they've got to get all the way up to the 18-yard line to move those chains. And you see Tiffin's defense, they've got somebody back deep right around that point. And you see a flag already dropped. Delay a game. Zeros are on that play clock. And Brandon, you had mentioned a couple times tonight here, slow to get the play out. Is that what we had down there?
I think that time it was just lack of personnel. Somebody had ran out onto the field with only like 5 or 6 seconds left, and they couldn't get the snap off.
All right, delay a game pushes them back to 4th and 25 at the 43, and they're going to have to kick it away low and slow, and that's exactly where Egbert's going to catch it right at the 10-yard line. So that penalty just pushed him out of the equation altogether. Another missed opportunity for the Blue Streak offense here in the 4th quarter. And again, it's going to come down to this defense. They had a huge 4-and-out against Tiffin on the last drive. Can they replicate that again and do it this time?
Yeah, both defenses playing some pretty good ball after the shootout that we saw earlier. They got to give credit to Columbian coming out there making a stop. They weren't able to bleed any clock the first time. Let's see if they can take some of that down this time.
1st and 10 from the 10 for Columbian. They need to take some clock off here as they're going to hand it off. And it's going to be Brandeberry who takes it out. Picks up about 3 yards on that play. Clock will continue to move.
Yeah, in his mind, he says, I can't get out of bounds. So he's trying to go for the cutback, and there really wasn't any. So kind of giving yourself up is the only option there.
2nd down for Tiffin. Taking their time. 6:12 on the clock. 6:08, 6:07 here in the 4th quarter. Tiffin clinging to an 8-point lead. Looking to run as much of this clock down as possible. And it looks like Sandusky has 2 timeouts remaining, so something to keep in mind as we see this clock continue to go down. And it's going to be Brandeberry again. 1st down for Tiffin as he works his way up to the 26-yard line.
And that's what you need there, Dom. Great blocking, patient running. Pitch out left side there. Make a move. Credit to that offensive line, the big boys out front. Wide receiver out there blocking as well. 1st down Tornadoes.
And Brandeberry coming into tonight, he had exactly 8 rushes for 33 yards in total, getting a lot more action tonight as, of course, number 2 Mason Seitz has been out for 2 consecutive weeks, and got to bring in the talent and use them in different ways, and Brandeberry certainly showing that versatility on this drive as he gets another carry, and he's going to be kind of swung around up to the 30-yard line here, so about a 5-yard gain on that. It'll bring up 2nd down for the Tornadoes.
That's exactly what you want there. Chunk play. Eat up, 6 yards on 1st down?
And
keep that clock rolling,
yeah,
4 minutes 45.
They're letting that play clock go all the way down inside the 10. 4:40 left in the game. Tiffin with the lead, hoping to call game here on this drive. Gooding from the shotgun. Rolls to his right, tucks it, runs, hit, taken down right around the 31-yard line, right at that line of scrimmage.
All right, 3rd down, whole playbook is open. You need 5 yards. Clock under 4 minutes.
Dillon Brandeberry's been the go-to back on this drive. They've been putting Bremeyer in motion quite a bit. What are you thinking, Zack?
I wouldn't be surprised if you see that little jet toss again. Now, if that were the case, I probably would have ran it to the open side of the field, so towards the right. So maybe that's where we're looking, running across the formation that way.
3rd and 4 from the 31. You called it. They just didn't give it to him. They gave it back to Brandenberry. Great call on that one, as Blake Miller was the one running in motion.
Oh, it was a fake. They faked the jet pop pass to the right side, which they have ran so effectively this season. Tried this little counter inside underneath, and the defense stayed home and sniffed it out.
4th down after the Blue Streaks come up with another huge defensive stop. Timeout on the field. 3:21 left in the game. Let's go down to Brandon. What are you hearing down there on the sideline?
It's kind of just been flipping back and forth with the energy. You know, it's been a lot of TC, but, you know, once Sandusky had put up that score to make it 20-21, you could tell they locked into the game a little bit more, realizing that, hey, this game is a lot closer than it looks like. This score, we got to go down. We got explosive plays, so all it takes is one throw from this quarterback, and it could be right back into this game.
Absolutely. So big 4th down punt coming, and Sandusky should get the ball back with a decent field position, depending on last punt was 8 yards. So I would like to say that you're going to get a punt that's a little bit longer than that.
You're hoping.
Hoping is right. So I think they usually average about 40 yards a punt here, so 8 is an anomaly.
There's a dangerous man back there.
And they fumbled it. Reese, he's going to have to run it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds right around the 28-yard line. Goodness, Reese dropped the ball, ran, knocked out of bounds. Sandusky's going to get great field position.
Reese had more time than I think he thought he had. You can get that ball out. You don't got to run it. Kick it.
Watch. Oof.
He had way more time than he thought.
Goodness gracious. Man, no mercy for number 16 down there on the field as he is popped out of bounds. Sandusky gets the ball at the 27-yard line. 1st down, 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go, and 1 timeout to work with. Here we go, hand it off. And it's number 24, Jackson. Jackson showed some electric capability on the last drive. Let's see if he can keep that electricity going here for the Blue Streaks.
Blake Miller, we've said his name a lot tonight. He was the last line of defense there, able to bring down the runner behind the line of scrimmage. If not, that was going to be a sizable gain.
2nd and 11 from the 26. After another botched punt attempt by the Tiffin special teams, giving Sandusky excellent field position. 2nd consecutive opportunity. First time they were able to stop Sandusky's offense. Let's see what they do this time. Quick toss out there. The intended receiver, Randleman, incomplete.
Those are some of my favorite RPO plays when they work the long hold on the option and then dump it to your tight end right underneath. It's basically, it turns into a tight end screen, and that's what they were trying to do there. Didn't quite work.
2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Columbian 28, Sandusky 20. Sandusky stopped the punt, gets the ball back, trying to make something out of it. Johnson scrambling, running, away from the defenders, slings it. He's got a man, it's knocked away. Oh, I nearly thought he was going to get it, and I'm not sure who the intended receiver was. I'm hearing number 12, so Howell, Keelan Howell, the intended receiver. 4th down, Blue Streaks.
Taking a look at the replay, you had a mismatch. I needed to see number 14, Terrence Randleman, a little bit more urgency coming over the top. It was not a lazy route, but if he's given that 100% over the top, he has his man beat because they're coming in. So it wasn't able to do it quite in time, and so the quarterback had to make something happen. And now we're at 4th down. This is the game.
Sandusky's running out of opportunities. 4th down from the 26-yard line, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. A lot of subbing. They're going to have to burn that final timeout. Sandusky's going to have to burn that final timeout. And let's go down to the sideline here. And Brandon, you know, what's going on down there?
It's been the same thing all game. It seems like the play calls coming out late. The personnel isn't right. It's just very sloppy game managing here, especially burning that last time out. Now you're forced to, I mean, in my opinion, you got to keep pushing the ball down the field now. I mean, let alone get this fourth down. So it's going to be a tough task for these streaks to get going, but we'll see what we can do on fourth down here.
He's absolutely right. You have to push the pace. This is the game. You can't really stop that clock without the timeouts. And, man, now you need to come up with 11 yards to keep your hopes here.
This is a huge fourth down for Sandusky. They trail by 8 points. They need to keep the drive alive. Johnson from the shotgun.
Wow.
And there's a penalty.
Yeah, Maj Wilfork.
And if this is on Sandusky, yep, that's going to be their 6th penalty, and it's going to be a costly one.
Wilfork, the wide receiver, bottom of your screen, like I said. I mean, sometimes the moment, the lights can get bright, man. You know what I mean? And when it's a wide receiver, so often it feels like, hey, that's who the play was going to.
Make sure you stay tuned here. We're going to have our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and we're 2 minutes away from it, so make sure you stay tuned. Game's not over yet. Tiffin 28, Sandusky 20, but we're going to have our post-game show, and we're going to take a look at all the different candidates for our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers. Johnson from the shotgun. He passes. He's got his man. Oh, nearly caught it. Bounced out of his hands, incomplete. Tiffin gets the ball back.
A beautiful throw, one-on-one. That's the matchup you want.
That's exactly what they wanted.
In the hands, unable to get his back around in time. Great coverage there. Number 12, Kyron Arias.
Oh, goodness. And Johnson, no doubt, that was his target all along. Very decisive, very clear, stepped into it. Beautiful ball, just not able to bring it in.
All right, 2 minutes, 12 seconds left here. I mean, Sandusky, you're selling out to stop the run.
Yep.
Looking for a turnover.
Anything you can do to stop that clock. Tiffin runs at Cecil with the carry up to the 35. 2 minutes. It'll be second down for Tiffin. And they're going to take their time as they should be able to work this clock all the way down to zeros.
Hold on to the ball.
Yeah, that's all they have to do is hold on to it. And we've seen a couple turnovers tonight that have resulted in points for both teams. So, yeah, hold on to the ball is the right thing to say there, Zach. We're down to 1 minute, 30 seconds. As you hear the band playing in the background, Tiffin, they can smell a possible victory to bring them back up to 500 on the season. Looks like another carry by Cecil. It'll be third down.
Yeah, drop this clock inside of 40 seconds. Victory formation. Best play in sports.
Fans, they're up and they're moving as stands are starting to clear out over here on the Sandusky side. We're under 1 minute. We've got 50 seconds left in the game. And third down coming here. Yeah, you cash this in, and that should be it. And the Tornadoes know it. And they're going to run it down. They might take a timeout. Exactly, that's what they're going to do. Timeout Tiffin as they are 30 seconds away from their third victory of the season.
Yeah, this is a roller coaster of a game. Both teams kind of got out to a slow start. Pace picked up, some haymakers thrown. Columbian coming out on top here.
We're moments away from our Benchwarmers player of the game. And Brandon, you got a huge task ahead of you down there. You're going to have to find somebody that you think is worthy. And we've got a lot of possible candidates as we've got so many things that have happened tonight. We had Bremeyer's huge 50-yard touchdown catch Egbert's big interception. Siesel's 2 touchdown game. I mean, this could go any which way.
Too many different options for me. He's making it real hard for me.
Well, we're going to let you figure this out, but there's a lot of great options here as Tiffin is now 15 seconds away from victory, and you can see him lining up in the middle, and this should do it here from Strobel Field in Sandusky. Is Columbian. They took a scare, but they were able to walk away, and they're going to have a huge 28-20 victory over the Sandusky Blue Streaks. Columbian 3-3, and you're going to have the Blue Streaks walk out of here 1-5 after this one. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Stay tuned right here for our postgame show. We'll be right back as we review all of tonight's action. We unveil our player of the game.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of
with
Ohio
a huge
Sports.
28-20 victory.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed.
Brandon.
Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus.
Yeah, number 6. Yeah, Brayden.
Protect their future.
So see if you can find him.
Prevent misuse.
Send him up there.
Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Send Egbert up there.
No, I think it might be.
Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best. Right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports.
I'll run the belt down.
Zach's going to run the belt down.
All right, don't run anybody over.
Don't run anybody over. Make sure, Brandon, make sure you give Edward the headset. We'll kind of.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Okay?
It's 40.
Yeah, Emma, when we come back for our player of the game, let's try to get that on the 40-yard line with Brandon in our player of the game.
I can finally yell at you now, Dom, as Brendon.
I swear I was saying Brandon, and I think
You're saying Brandon, you're saying Braden. I'm down here, I'm just like clenching my fist like, oh my God. So we should be able to throw him over the 40. Have to grab his.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best. Right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Let's do it. We're at Strobel Field, and after 4 quarters of play, Tiffin-Columbian comes away with a 28-20 victory over the Sandusky Blue Streaks here. A huge victory for the Tornadoes. It brings their season up to 3-3, and you can zone, celebrating a huge
Don't go anywhere.
victory over a
You're
very
watching
tough
Heart of
opponent.
Ohio Sports.
And really, it was all about defense today, as the defenses came ready to go. They showed up big time, and we've got so many highlights here. Let's just kind of dig into it. And really, it picks up in the second quarter because we didn't have any scoring until the second quarter. And it all started with number 17, Johnny Bremeyer, who had a huge 51-yard touchdown catch. And Tiffin scored first. And then they followed that up immediately after an Egbert interception, getting those points after the turnover. Cecil punches it in from 6 yards out. 14-0 Tiffin, but wait, there is more. 2 minutes before halftime, you've got a huge 63-yard touchdown catch by Ship. Sandusky cuts it down to 1 score. And wait, there's more. Inside 1 minute before halftime, Sandusky throws an 87-yard touchdown catch to Ruiz, ties it all up going into halftime, and that's where we were. We come back, of course, and we've got Sandusky intercepting it, putting up a score. Miller getting it, capped it off. Tiffin will win 28-20, and we're going to go down onto the field here, and we've got our player of the game standing at the 40-yard line, and number 6, Brayden Egbert here had a huge interception, really swung the game in the second quarter. Congratulations on
Thank you. It feels great. First game at SBC Lake. We're gonna run this league. We needed to have a strong attitude coming in this game. Can't have that flat. We are ready for this.
All right, so you had a huge defensive interception in the second quarter. Take us into that. What were you seeing? What were you thinking? And how did it help your team turn things around?
It all comes down to pregame plan. Our coaches in the huddle, we actually called out the play, so I was ready for it. QB kind of stared at the wide receiver. I was ready to jump it. Had help from my man down in Sam. I just picked it off and was ready for it. I got hype after.
All right.
What's the tempo of the game?
So much of this game was decided by the defense. I mean, is that something you really take pride in? You kind of play both ways. Do you prefer defense or offense? I'm curious.
I prefer whatever helps the team, sir.
Hey, I like
but
that
defense
answer.
is a heck of a lot funner. When we playing good, we set the tone on defense. Second half's ours, for sure.
I like that answer. All right, hey, I've got one more question here. Huge victory. You guys are back up to 500, and it's got to feel great. But do you have any shout-outs that you want to give here before we send you off?
I want to give a shout-out to O-line and D-line. Played great, sound, beat them off the ball every play. We practiced harder, and we were just stronger off the line every time.
Thank you very much. Number 6, Brayden Egbert. Huge interception and defensive effort, helping bring the Columbian Tornadoes to a 28-20 victory tonight over Sandusky. Thank you very much, and you are our player of the game.
Appreciate you. Love watching you guys.
Hey, thank you, and have a fantastic night. Enjoy that bus ride home.
Yep, you too. Oh, wait.
Well, I will as well. All right. Brayden Egbert, our Benchwarmers player of the game here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back, recap all of tonight's action one last time. I'm going to bring the big guy back onto it, and then we're going to call it a night. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, and we'll be right back in a moment. I didn't know if you wanted to just come back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Let's kind of wrap it.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Yeah.
My stomach messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
They're getting beat up right now.
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Jacob, do we need to run through?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2 pitch. Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me? It happens.
Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We're at Strobel Field in Sandusky, Ohio, as the Columbian Tornadoes come away with a huge 28-20 victory over Sandusky. Dominic Helmstetter, Zack, Dillon here on the call on the Extreme, and we want to take a moment, thank all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Of course, we had our Benchwarmers Player of the Game, Braden Egbert, brought to you by Benchwarmers moments ago. Huge defensive effort to help this team, his team win. We also want to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Service, RIEHM Produce Farm, Joe Bailiff's, Route 30, Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, BUCKEYE IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, Simonis Detailing, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, and CLOUSE Construction, all proud sponsors. Heart of Ohio Sports and the Extreme. All right, 28-20, our final score. Tiffin comes out on top. Zack, a huge defensive effort tonight. That was kind of the beginning and the end of it. And really, for me, our player of the game, he said he plays anywhere, but it was the two stops that they had against Sandusky down there in the red zone that really kind of finished off the game for him.
Yeah, this was a tale of two offensive lines, in my opinion. Maybe that's just how I see all football games, but both of them started out pretty slow. I think that's fair to say. And both offenses mirrored that. They got into the game. Some got better, some got worse. I think for Sandusky, they were never able to get, any time together. So all of the throws that were made were off balance. Dale Johnson couldn't really get into a rhythm, and that's really what hurt them as Columbian. Now, they started off pretty slow like we talked about, but they started rolling and getting into it, and then these long drives to end the game. That's an important part of this story. I mean, the offensive line for both sides, you see what happens when you can give your quarterback time, when you can move the ball and run, and that's just as much of a part of it as the defense getting to the quarterback and applying that pressure and really able to stop these big chunk plays to end it. So, Columbian, looking forward, this is a good game. It shows you, hey, you can make mistakes. You don't have to play perfect ball, and you can still win football games going forward.
And Tiffin, they kind of got several road games ahead of them against some really tough opponents here. So this is the one that they really needed to get. They wanted to get and send things off on a positive note. So that's going to do it for us here on the Extreme from Sandusky, Ohio. Tiffin 28, Sandusky 30 is your final score. And for Emma, Jacob, Brendon, Zack, I'm Dominic Helmstetter. Thank you for tuning in. Have a fantastic evening, and we can't wait to see you next week.